Underway. Receiving. Returning to hangar. On alert.
Control, this is Mimic 663. I have a visual confirmation on Raider base. I'm sending its location now.
Acknowledged. Coordinates received. Excellent work, 663. Pull out and return to command rendezvous. Take all precautions. We don't want to put them on alert.
Yes, Command. Heading back.
Attention, Tyrannic Base. We come in peace. Repeat, we come in peace. The subversion entity we call the Beast has ravaged both our forces. In order to destroy it, we need access to your star charts. Tyrannic Base, we say again, we come in peace. We need access to your star charts in order to stop the creature that is a danger to both our forces. Please, respond.
I don't think this is going to work. Raider turrets are now tracking our ships, picking up energy spikes. Hyperspace damping field is enveloping us. They're going to attack.
Standby Group 9.
Hello, everyone.
Auto launch set.
Welcome back to some more Let's Play Homeworld Emergence. So, when we left off, we had the Astronomicon team, the astronavigation team from the Falcorum on board, which was able to tell us where we needed to kind of be to find out where the beast, where the Ragnarok originated from. But the area of space is too large to easily search it. We are here because the Tyrannic Raiders in this area, their star charts of this area, would have that information.
Escorts assigned.
We are here to, as you saw, ask them for that information. They are not going to give it to us. So we are going to force it from them.
Standby Group 1.
Now, when we left off, I asked you guys what ships I should make. No one responded, which is perfectly fine, and I anticipated that. I have made an extra 9 acolytes and built them in each of my carriers, and I built one more ramming frigate. And that consumed, as you can see, we're up to 417 supply units. At the moment, I'm trying to figure out how to split my forces so that I have a group, which is going to be out and about defending my processor, and another group, and everything else will follow us as we charge the Tyrannic Raider base. I have destroyers, so I'm feeling pretty invincible, because the Tyrannic Raiders only tend to build ion frigates. I don't think I've ever seen assault frigates from them. They do build lots and lots of fighters, lots of missile corvettes and what have you. But other than that, not too much of anything else. They do have a carrier there, so I'm going to be interested in building leeches to see if I can get that carrier destroyed. I don't think the Tyrannic Raiders very often build anything able to detect leeches.
Standby Group 2.
And I'm changing my mind on what I want to build. I think I spend way too long on this. Okay. There's my acolytes, and I want one group of ACVs.
Adding ships to Group 2.
And that will be the group that comes with us to attack.
Moving out. Ready.
This group of ACVs
Formation set.
will stay with the processor while it goes out harvesting. As usual, from this point on, I've not done any of these. Or actually, from the last video onward. So I don't know if I'll get a chance to harvest more resources. In truth, I don't think we really need to harvest anymore. We have 93,000 supply units, and we must be over halfway done with the game at this point. Barring the loss of our entire fleet like 2 or 3 times over, I don't think we're going to end up spending $93,000 before the end of the game. So I think after this mission, you may see me just get rid of the processor, and I'll wait till the mission completes and then harvest with a carrier or 2. But for this mission, at least, Win or lose, I'm keeping my processor and the workers along with it. The reason why you might want to keep a processor around as opposed to using one of your carriers is a processor is able to actually heal things with its two heal beams on each side. But you can't force it to heal. You kind of have to line up your vessels correctly.
Crank it up.
Alright, we have incoming. Let's deal with that incoming.
Roger, Command. Underway. Target acquired.
Everything targets everything.
Show them what we're made of.
Report of hostiles by Group 5.
Okay, we should actually look at what we're fighting and properly target it. Oh, which reminds me, everybody, I will be reading all the research and ship information at the end of this video after the cutscene is over. So if you want to listen to me read all this stuff, stick around. There'll be like maybe 10 minutes or so. If not, well, there's no reason to stick around after the
Group 3.
After the victory video or the loss video if we lose. Yeah, our swarmers will be good at handling those missile corvettes.
Group 2.
Moving to attack.
Actually, so will the beam
Ready,
frigates.
gun.
Stand by Group 6. Report of hostiles by Group 3.
As usual, I put the Kunlan on broadside, which is it's not a broadside ship. I know I continually don't understand in retrospect why I do this. It's just instinct from playing the humans in Sword of the Stars. I should pay attention here as well, because I never noticed in the actual game, do the swarmers these things launch target multiple ships, or just the single ship that I target with my hive frigates?
Escorts assigned.
Oh wow, the Kunlan itself is now firing energy
Group
rounds.
Hive frigate moving
Stand by
out.
Group 3.
You got it.
Now, I actually don't know where the enemy base is located. We did see it in the intro video, but I don't know where it is here.
They'll never hit me.
So I'm a little confused.
Just say the word.
We need to actually find it, even though our Mimic found it earlier. I think if I was to swing the camera around, I might see the ping. We're also going to look for more resources with my scouts while we're here.
I'll be there before you blink.
And my other recon.
Let me at 'em.
Escorts assigned.
Guard. Give me slightly bigger range, and let me detect mimics or stealth vessels. Tronic Raiders we know have them.
Stand by Group 6.
I want all my vessels staying together, because I want to hit the enemy's carrier at the very least, and or its base, assuming they're both together, with everything I've got all at once. If I go at it piecemeal, I'm likely to lose my entire fleet.
Stand by Group 2.
Ready. Target locked in.
Okay, I would like to destroy them with something, so I guess we'll use those ACVs. My acolytes will stick with us or something.
Stand by Group 3.
Oh, my acolytes are going after that single group? That group over there, the enemy, is chasing my recon.
We're moving out right now.
The Tyrannic base is emitting the damper field. Hammer away at them until they surrender or their defenses shut down.
Okay, well, we've got
Command.
destroyers again.
Command ship is
Destroyers
underway.
have 2 heavy ion beams,
Stand by Group 6.
missiles, and energy cannons, heavy energy cannons. So let's move them out. We'll take them down.
Setting new course.
Roger, Command.
Escorts assigned.
Worker ready.
I think one worker I
Moving
want to
out.
stay with us over here to help repair. While we do have the repair bots on all of our vessels, I want a little more healing.
Construction underway.
We're going to go ahead and pump out some leeches because I did see that alien carrier. I can't believe I sent all those acolytes after that one group of fighters. But they're faster, so they should be able to intercept them, and we should be able to have them back here in short order, I'm hoping. Okay, I don't know what I'm doing at the moment. We're just waiting, thinking at my impressive-looking army.
Stand by Group 3. Escorts assigned.
You got it.
That's interesting.
Area
I don't know why I'm pulling back my ramming frigates.
Acknowledging
I think in this
course
video I'm going to remember to... After the last video, after watching it, I realized that the ramming frigates should move past all the enemies and then push them into my forces so I can focus fire them and destroy them. I'm a little curious as to why that asteroid is moving so fast. It's probably a mimic. But I don't think I have a recon here to detect it. Oh, and speaking of mimics, we've got some incoming mimicked forces. On the way, there they are. Those are not friendly acolytes. I know those are enemies.
Got it. Hitting in.
Roger, Command. Target locked in.
Stand by Group 5.
Targeting beams now.
I think when they get closer, we'll detect them.
Repairs underway.
Yes.
Command.
Yep, we see them for what they actually are now.
Stand by Group 7.
Ready, guns.
Report of hostiles by Group 5.
Swarmer is locked on. Forward gun top. High frigate ready for orders. Command. Swarmers on deck.
Stand by Group 6.
Let's ride.
Oof, that's a...
Roger,
Well,
Command.
it's just probably just a fighter wave.
Escorts assigned.
I guess we eliminated the enemies up there. Whether or not I did or didn't, I'm pulling back the acolytes. Ooh, hello,
Stand by
stealth
Group
ion
5.
frigates, decloaking.
Fire.
Stand by Group 7.
Ready, guns.
Stand by Group 3.
Let's go.
That's really awkward. There's quite a few of them. 7.
Stand by Group 6.
Each one has a single heavy ion beam on it, if I recall correctly.
Command ship is underway.
Carrier here, targeting enemy vessels. Watch crews to high alert.
Ready to go.
Group 3 should either knock them away from us or push them
Moving out
into
right
us. I'm not
now.
quite sure which one I'm going to
Receiving you
do.
Loud and clear. You got it.
Stand by Group 5.
Group 5 should take out those fighters
Stand
which
by
are
Group
incoming.
7.
Ready, guns. High frigate online.
Command ship is under attack.
Worker here. Repairs underway.
Stand by
Well, if they're
Group
going to all
5.
focus on my
Ready,
command
guns.
vessel, command vessel should be
Report
able to take
hostiles
it.
by Group 5.
Ready to go.
We will hopefully eliminate them in quick order.
Stand by Group 3.
Receiving you loud and clear.
Stand by Group 6.
Bring them down.
Command ship has successfully
Ready to go.
Okay, yep, I'm moving the remnant frigates behind because I want to knock these forward into range of my destroyers.
High frigate.
Command ship is under attack.
Ready, guns.
The command ship, is actually taking quite a bit of damage. Down about 1/8 of its life already.
Stand by Group 5.
Targeting beams now.
Stand by Group
Ready to
7.
go.
Stand by Group 7.
Swarmers on deck.
Oh, my leeches.
Those with the pirate base. If they won't cooperate, we will have to board here and take prisoners to find the stellar data we need.
I don't want the
Command
leeches
ship
being
is under
destroyed
attack.
outright, so I'm moving them back. Those are my acolytes rejoining
Roger,
us.
Target acquired.
Stand by Group
Knowledge.
6.
Command.
Show them what we can do.
I don't know why my ACVs are... I haven't noticed my ACVs are back there not doing anything.
Beginning construction.
Just hanging back there.
Roger, Command. Weapons charged.
Carrier status.
Escorts
full green.
assigned.
Roger, command.
Escorts assigned.
Carrier aye.
Okay, good. That would have been embarrassing had we lost the Kun Lan to
Escorts
that.
assigned.
Receiving.
I should have used my ACVs or linked my
Receiving.
acolytes here into
Ready.
ACVs
Going into docking
and
pattern.
then had them
Roger, Command. Returning to hangar.
EMP pulse
Coordinates.
to disable
locked in.
Escorts
the
assigned.
ion frigates. I didn't do that whatsoever.
Bridge.
And or fired missiles with my acolytes. Oh, but then again, they were rather
Moving
late.
core fleet.
Uh-oh. Looks like this group of whatever it is
Stand by
going
Group
to be trying to get my harvesters.
Taking new firing position.
We're not going to catch them. That will be fine. They're missile corvettes? Fighters. Okay, no problem. Our ACVs over there are
moving.
experienced, and they'll be able to handle it.
You got it.
We need to move forward at the enemy base. Though I should be pausing the game and going and look at my
Roger,
ACVs over
Command.
there.
Going into docking pattern.
How are you still damaged? I thought I
Ready.
docked all of you.
Escorts assigned.
Don't get too far ahead. We need you with us.
Bridge.
You got it.
I should be over there
Stand
looking
by
at that
Group
fight.
4.
Tim. Yes, everything over here. Right.
Worker
Worker
ready.
needs to keep repairing.
Close to the probe.
That was the wrong target.
Assisting.
There you go.
Roger, Command. Moving to attack.
X. Formation set.
Carrier here.
Processor here.
Oh wow, even the processor's firing energy beams.
Roger.
Energy
Command. Gun crews to high
cannons. Actually, I think the processor has more cannons on it than even the carrier does. Well, it certainly looks like it does. Oh wow, our hangar module is rather
Launching
beat up.
ships now.
Our repair bots will
Launching
busy
ships
work on all
now.
that though.
Auto launch set.
Really, it should be the destroyers that are first, not my weaker vessels. I don't think I noticed
Roger,
this till
Command.
much later.
Stand by Group 2.
Underway.
Setting assigned Group 8. Stand by Group 2.
Receiving. Ready. Returning
Why
to
are you
hangar.
still damaged?
Stand by Group 2.
You figure you would have gone back to be repaired.
Formation set.
Well, you...
Receiving.
Now stop! Okay, he's going
Stand
into
by
that
Group
one
2.
carrier.
Roger, Command.
X. Formation set.
Underway. 2 coordinates now.
Ready to go, sir. You got it. Ready to move out.
I just realized I didn't move out all my destroyers right there. 2 of them are going to hang back.
Construction underway.
Could use additional workers to
Command.
repair us up here.
Roger, Command.
Only 1 destroyer is
Underway,
moving up,
2
Tim. You
coordinates
completely
now.
forgot those other 3 back there.
High frigate. Aye. High frigate.
Stand by
online.
Group 6.
Yes.
Command ship
Tim,
has
move the
headed
destroyers up first.
Receiving you loud and clear.
And get everything in
Let's go.
some sort of formation and get ready to hit the enemy all at once again. And yeah, and keep
Moving
moving up
core
your
fleet.
the Kunlun as well. We might as well keep it here in case it gets
Stand by
falls under
Group
attack
3.
from enemies.
We're moving
Delta.
out right
Formation
now.
Your
set.
ACVs that were guarding your processor, Tim, are also
Just
not
tell me where to go.
Escorts
near your
assigned.
processor right now. They're all hanging out looking at the stars and how pretty they are out here.
Stand by Group 6.
Broad formation set.
Stand by Group 7. Broad. Formation set.
Okay, there it is. We see them, and the carrier plus the
Receiving.
other... You're
Going
still
into docking
damaged, Acolyte.
Stand by Group 5.
Setting new course.
We're kind of scattered. We need to be together. And group, I can't quite
by
actually
Group 8.
see the carrier, which is why my leeches can't actually target it at the moment. I remember
Stand by Group
really
5.
trying to get them onto the carrier way in advance, but it's not going to work.
Yeah? Leave this to the pros.
Yeah, we lose the Kunlun, we lose the mission, so we have to keep repairing that. We can lose the rest
Roger,
of the fleet,
Command.
fine. That's painful
High
and
frigate
embarrassing,
ready for
but
orders. Command.
arguably we can
Stand by
afford to
Group 5.
lose everything else here.
Stand by Group 2.
Roger, Command.
Mimic
Weapons charged.
detected.
Alright, just more fighters.
Stand by Group 8.
Oh, actually, Corvettes? Normal Corvettes, I think.
Let's go.
Oh, what are the... Oh, more ion frigates on the way. Another 7 of
Stand
them.
by Group 8. Stand by Group 2.
Target locked in.
Stand by Group 5.
Setting new
Stand by
course.
Group 3.
We're moving out right now.
Stand by Group 7.
Acknowledging move.
Stand by
orders.
Group 8. Stand by Group 2.
Target acquired.
I'm not talking.
hostiles by
I'm so
Group
sorry,
6.
everybody. Group 2, you should fire missiles once you're in range.
Stand by Group 4.
Command, I've got a mimic on my scope.
Thank you. We don't care.
Be
If it's just
advised,
one
Fleet.
mimic, it
Command
can
ship
stay
is
mimicked.
relocated.
Worker ready.
Move up.
Yeah,
And begin
Command.
repairing that. Oh god, we've almost lost that one.
Let's
Report
ride.
hostiles by Group 2.
Group 2 should fire the missiles a long time ago.
Report of hostiles by Group 6.
Let's do this.
Destroyer.
Worker ready. Repairs underway.
I'm on it.
He's moving away, but I don't.
Show
I think he's
verbatim.
just as fast
Let's
as
do
the
this.
ion
Bring
frigates.
'em down.
My ion frigates are my own destroyers are targeting anything they want. There you go. You at least save that temporarily. Nice
Headed
EMP
out.
burst.
High frigate. Aye. Ready. Gun.
Oh, more ion frigates on the way, Tim.
Ready to move out.
Get your multi-beams
Stand
out.
by Group 5.
Fire! Fire! Fire!
Report of hostiles by Group 3.
Ready to go, sir. Ready to go.
Oh, you may lose
Command
those
ship has successfully...
ramming frigates to the
gun.
ions if they're going to take
Let's
that
do
much
this.
firepower there.
Fire up the engines.
Stand by Group 6.
We need you back up in the fight, Group
Ready
6.
to go.
Your leeches, Tim, are not
Returning
doing
to
anything.
Ramming
Just thought
frigate
you'd like to
is
know.
reporting damage.
Roger, command.
Neither are your
Targeting
acolytes, they're just
now.
hanging there.
Moving to
I
attack.
don't know why I'm
Frigate
selecting them with the
destroyed.
mouse, but with the mouse either. I should be hitting their hotkeys.
Beginning construction of
Bridge.
ramming frigate.
Command
That's a
ship is
mine.
underway.
That's a
Report of
really big
hostiles by
mine.
Group 2.
Those are other mines.
Sure,
Those are
we
all
can do.
mines. Those are all mines. There go my ACVs. Well done. Well done,
Stand
Tim.
by Group 2.
Turrets online.
Stand by Group 6.
Group 5 should be dealing with that massive swarm. Wherever Group 5 is. Group 6 should target the ion frigates, Tim.
Ready to go.
Stand by Group 7.
Swarmers on deck.
Roger, Command.
Roger, command. Forward guns up.
Ready to engage.
Lock in main batteries. Stand by Group 2.
Wow, this is really awkward. I apparently don't know what I'm doing whatsoever,
Stand
and just
by,
having
Group
everything.
5.
I'm just hoping that my sheer numbers will win.
Fire! 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 Let's go.
Target the missile
Show 'em
corvettes.
what we're
Target the
made
missile
of.
corvettes.
I'm on it. Put the herd on.
Ion frigates
Ready
and
to
the
move out.
fighters.
Show 'em what we can do.
I'm targeting all sorts of the wrong things. The ion frigates need to be targeted by my destroyers, Tim. Oh, okay. We're gonna watch a little bit of this, I suppose, instead. Fine. This'll be
Stand by
awesome
Group
looking.
7.
Ready, gun.
Parachute.
Ready, gun.
Report of hostiles by Group 5. Stand by Group 8.
Oh, I don't want that view anymore. Group 8. Can you get onto... Yes, and begin working on the hit points of their carrier.
Stand by Group 2.
We've lost a lot of fighters from Group 2, Tim. And you're going to be losing more. And you're also only building
Beginning
acolytes. You should be building
construction.
ACVs as well.
Ready. Roger, Command.
Oh, that's awesome looking.
Stand by Group 7.
Drones locked on. Drones en route to target.
Oh, the ion frigates turned around and are focusing on my multi-beams. Oh, there's
Ramming frigate.
There's
Construction completed.
ion
Multi-beam
beams
frigate
on their
is
carrier.
reporting
Command
damage.
ship is underway. Stand by Group 6.
Bring 'em down.
We're going to lose
Stand by
all my
Group
multi-beams
Ready for
because
orders,
my
command.
destroyers are just sitting there.
Frigate moving out.
Stand by Group 2.
Returning to hangar.
Group 2 has lost almost everything it
Stand by
had.
Group 8.
Yeah, Group 8 should
Stand by
stay there and
Group
keep
7.
working on it.
Ready, gun.
Let's do this.
Stand by Group 6.
Bring 'em down. Let's go. Show 'em what we're made of.
Be advised, Fleet. Command ship is relocating.
Roger, Command.
Receiving you loud and clear.
Receiving. Going into docking
Stand by
pattern.
Group 2.
Build ACVs as well. Actually, to move a carrier back here.
Construction
So I
underway.
should be using both to rapidly reproduce my troops, not just a Kunlan. But I don't think I do that at all. There's a mine. It's going to hit something of mine.
Going into docking pattern.
Stand by Group 2.
Bam. Didn't even notice it. I didn't notice these mines whatsoever while playing this episode.
Aye. Moving. Ready, gun.
Yeah. Worker here, assisting.
Stand by Group 5.
Really, Group 6 should have focused on those ion destroyers.
Frigate damage.
Ion frigates to take them down quickly.
Aye. Moving. I'm on it.
Stand by Group 5.
We're going to lose every single multi-beam frigate here.
Multi-beam frigate destroyed. All systems tracking and
I
engaged.
can't build Tim while it's paused.
Launching ships now.
Multi-beam frigate destroyed.
There go all my
Ramming
multi-beams
frigate
gone.
destroyed.
Well, except for one, but it's not going to make
Stand
it.
by Group 5.
We need an overhaul anyway. Let's do this. Show 'em what we
Report of
can do.
hostiles by Group 5.
Yeah, watching me have to build 4 of them, I'm like, oh man, I just lost every single one of them.
Ready to move out.
Report of hostiles by Group 6.
Roger, Command. Weapons charged.
Go, go, go. Get back in there. Where's Group 7, Tim?
Stand by Group 6.
High frigate.
Stand by Group
Aye.
7.
Forward guns up. Swarmers locked on.
Stand by Group 7.
Ready to go, sir.
Get in there, Mr. Raymond Frigate. We need you. We need everything we've
Stand by
got.
Group 6.
I'm
We're
on it.
totally committed to this.
Multi-beam
Their base
frigate
itself doesn't look like it
destroyed.
fires anything. It's just that carrier.
Stand by
That
Group
thing's
6.
producing ships non-stop. Look at that.
Hostiles by Group 6.
That's insane.
Charging.
Stand by Group 6.
Bring them down.
Report of hostiles by Group 7.
Ready to go.
Setting assigned Group
Moving
3.
to attack.
Let's do this.
Stand by Group 7.
Ready, gun. Roger, command. High frigate
Capital
moving
ship
out.
has
Carrier I. Accepting nav data.
Worker ready. Worker
Okay.
underway.
Their main vessel is now
Stand by
down.
Group 6.
Group 6 can focus on their base.
Roger, command.
Everything else
Setting
can
assigned
dock.
Group two.
We can try to get our numbers back up there again.
Report of hostiles by
We've
Group
lost
2.
just about 100 supply units worth of things. All my
Worker
multi-beams
ready.
are gone. That would be about
Underway.
50. I think they're 10
Command.
each or a
Report
little
of
more than
hostiles
that.
by Group 3.
Turrets online.
Stand by Group 2.
Group 2 should dock. Just have Group 6 pummel them.
Ready to go.
I don't know if you can do any damage to it, Mr. Frigate. I don't see you firing anything, though, either.
Ready.
Report of hostiles by Group 6.
What's out
Roger,
here?
command. Target acquired.
X. Formation set.
Oh, hello. We have more enemies out here, too. I'm surprised I actually saw
Target
that.
acquired. Receiving.
X. Formation set.
What are they doing all the way out there?
Moving to attack.
Oh, they were
Roger,
part of
command.
Group 1 at one
Weapons
point,
charged.
so they got themselves
Ramming
screwed
frigate
up. I must not have
destroyed.
unassigned Group 1 to only the
Ready to
ACVs.
move out.
Multi-beam frigate online.
I'm on it. Show them what we're made of.
Multi-beam
Let's go.
frigate. Construction
Let's do this.
completed.
Crank it up.
Stand by Group
Swarmers
7.
on deck.
Ready to move out. I'm on it. Let's go. Let's ride.
Report of hostiles by
Well,
Group 6.
I guess we've got this now. Even though we lost
Beginning
way too many
construction
things.
of ramming frigate.
Beginning construction. Construction underway.
I've completely disregarded the fact I have another carrier here.
Ready to move out. Crank it up.
Ready for orders, command.
Setting assigned Group 5.
I'm on it. Fire up the engines.
Imperialist fleet has arrived. The raiders must have called for reinforcements.
Immediately, I'm going to bring everything else I have in the backyard there, gathering resources, towards this area. Because there is no way whatever's back there will
Multi-beam frigate
survive
online.
Group 5.
that,
Adding ships to Group 5.
which just showed up. That's 2
Setting new
destroyers,
course.
3 frigates, and an enemy,
Carrier
3 assault
status,
frigates, and an
full
enemy
I copy.
Stand by
carrier.
Group 4.
And I'm very worried that they're going to make a beeline right for me. So
Right on
everything's
full.
going to come together, and I'm
Receiving.
going to have to prepare for them showing up. There's nothing
Escorts
currently hitting
assigned.
my vessels near
Roger,
the Kunlan.
I copy, command. Oh, Roger. Moving shop.
Receiving. Moving to attack.
Oh, Group 4 is just destroyed,
Target
Tim.
acquired.
You don't have any more workers around, I think.
Carrier I. Carrier drives online.
Roger, command.
Stand by Group 1. Stand by Group 2. Adding ships to Group 2.
I'm going to obsess
Adding
those
ships to
2
Group 2.
acolytes and get those 2 acolytes.
Adding ships to Group 2.
Hopefully linking up.
Carrier here.
Stand by Group 2.
Roger, command.
X. Formation set.
Moving out.
Capital ship away. Report of hostiles by Group
They
5.
better surrender soon, or we're going to actually blow them up.
Stand by Group 5.
At this point, I'm thinking maybe we've done so much
frigate
damage
moving
to
out.
them before the timer elapsed that
Stand by
the
Group
Titan
6.
would show up that I won't even have to fight the Titan.
Ramming frigate.
Oh, I'm so sorry. The volume was still way too loud.
I don't believe it. The Imperials are retreating.
Attention, Hagaran fleet. We surrender.
Then stand down and cease fire.
Understood. Standing down.
Prepare to be boarded and to surrender any data and personnel we require.
Agreed.
Well. Awesome. We were able to pummel it enough that we didn't even have to worry about the Imperialist Taidan.
Understood. Harvesting.
Alright, everybody.
Hauling
I see hyperspace, so that's going to be it. So I'm going to be moving ships around. I'll be back to show you what I've got in the fleet and how we're looking after that fight.
Adding ships to Group 5.
Looks like I'm going to rebuild all 5 multi-beam frigates.
Stand by Group 2.
Group 2 will reconsist of 9 ACVs and a bunch of acolytes. 9 ACVs and 9 acolytes in each of my fighter squadrons, basically. Which is 9 fighters and 9 corvettes, effectively.
Return ship and stand down.
Leave this to the pros.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm interested in trying those workers. So I need him repairing, just in case something shows up. Oh, and way over there by those asteroids were mines. So I'm going to send Group 5 over there to destroy them.
Stand by Group 5.
I don't think I lose a single ship to them, though. Just a heads up. Because I'm going to go off-screen in a few more seconds. I think once I circle hyperspace, that's going to be me signaling that I'm about to end this.
Receiving you loud and clear.
I'm also going through my hotkeys to see... Oh, right, what exactly I lost. When I select the Kunlan, it selects every single spot on the ship, and the enemy base, and my processor. I don't understand why it does that. It must be a glitch for this mission.
Bridge. We cannot move at this time.
Yeah, I can't move the processor, I can't move the Kunlan, and I can't move the... obviously, the enemy base, so...
Heading out.
Yeah? Assisting.
Stand by Group 7.
Nav coordinates locked in.
Oh, nice. My high frigate's got some experience. I'll have to figure out how to use them more effectively. I couldn't tell if during the mission they were actually launching their swarmers at groups of enemies or just a single one.
Roger, Command. Roger, Command. Secondary engines online. Ready for unlink.
Stand by Group 1.
Am I really going to make you guys watch this? Apparently so. Okay, alright. I'm going to go off screen, everybody. We'll be back. Alright, everyone. We're done. I've harvested all the resources. My processor can't be moved. I don't know why it's I don't know why it's selecting it when and everything else when I select it. That was me trying to say that I don't know why it selects it plus the Kunlan and the enemy whatchamacallit, enemy base. That is everything I've got. That's my entire fleet, except the outpost, which is the enemy. There's my resources and my RUs. We're back up to basically what we were before we started. Here's what I've got in my carriers and the Kunlan itself, which I think I have all my workers in. And that will do it for us, everybody. Remember that after the video, I'm going to go ahead and read off the research and information about the ships, if you care about any such things. In any case, thank you guys for watching, and I will see everyone in the next one.
Situation Report 13.1. With the Raider nav personnel on board, we have been able to project the drift of the alien exploration vessel. Location data has been locked in, and we will be correcting course. We should have little trouble since the beast forces we have been fighting could not have this data yet. With the Raiders aboard, I have doubled internal security.
Hello there, everyone. In this part of the video, I'm just going to be reading the tech for all the research that we have unlocked so far, and I'll be reading the descriptions on all of the vessels that we have gotten so far as well. I will not be reading their combat stats, so I won't be reading their armor levels or how much damage they do or how much coverage they have, because, well, that's just overwhelming, and you guys probably don't care about that. But I care in particular about how I'm supposed to be using these vessels in combat. After all, I've been making mistakes throughout this campaign, and it'd be best for me, and probably for you, to see how I'm supposed to properly be using these things. If not interested in any of this, by all means, just feel free to skip the last of this. Or this part of the video right here. Alright, let's get started. I guess we'll start with the research, and then we'll move into the buildings afterwards. So, here we go. So we'll start with the fighter drive, and this is what we started out with, I believe. Way back when for Mission 1. Required for the construction of acolytes, mimics, ACVs, and MCVs. Leads to advanced fighter drive technology, standard drive for fighter class ships. The drive engineering is derived from third-generation Kushan fighter drives. Alterations have been made to the design to suit Somtaaw ship chassis and power plants. Okay, that explains why our ships look a little different. Maybe we're a little slower than the normal Kushan vessels, however, we're more resilient, would be my guess. Frigate drive, required for the construction of multi-beam frigates and hive frigates. Leads to advanced frigate drive technology. Standard drive for frigate-class ships. The drive engineering is essentially surplus, first-generation Kushan frigate drives with the required modifications to make them work with Somtaaw power plants. So basically just alterations on the existing Kushan drives. Okay. Destroyer. Required for the construction of carriers and destroyers. Leads to advanced destroyer drive technology. Standard drive for super capital ships, based on destroyer drives salvaged from ruined Imperial tie-down vessels. I guess this means we should anticipate getting a heavy cruiser at some point. Linking technology. Required to construct ACVs and MCVs. Allows 2 acolytes or 2 mimics to form a composite vehicle. While simple in theory, link 2 ships together, designing a linking system that doesn't require an external crew and can be carried out by pilots in the field is quite complex. For our armor. Armor level 2, upgrade for all fleet ships, leads to type 3. Oh, this is an upgrade, Tim, so you gotta hit U to upgrade all your ships when you research armor level 3. Increases damage resistance to explosives. Type 2 armor is a layer of thick crystal polymer composite interwoven with depleted uranium and is capable of flexing under radical impacts. The effective damage caused by missiles, kamikaze attacks, or the critical failure of nearby ships is greatly reduced. We have force field level 1. A level 1 force field is powerful enough to stop mass driver weapons. And level 2 is powerful enough to stop missiles. Oh, how about that? Okay. One of the reasons I never even bothered considering Sentinels is because they didn't stop missile fire, but if they do at level 2, that makes them actually really useful, or more useful, depending upon the ship I'm actually trying to shield. Maybe a group of Sentinels around the heavy cruiser, if we actually manage to get that far in the game, will be good. I do wish it wasn't making that sound. One second. I think that's probably the sound effects. Let's get that lowered at the moment. Yeah, that's much better. Holographic emitter. Required to construct mimics and MCVs. Allows mimics to appear as other ships. A single mimic can project a false image of most small-sized ships and objects, fighters, microclass ships, and small asteroids. But the linked arrays of 2 mimics are required to project a false image of larger ships. Support systems. Increases maximum fleet size required for the construction of carriers. An effective fleet is limited by the amount of logistical support it has. Without enough ground crew or command support, a fleet cannot grow. Building more support modules on your command ship or carriers will allow for a larger armada. Very important in this game. Afterburner. Required to construct heavy tugs, ramming frigates. Multiplayer only. Oh, okay, there's a different type of vessel that's out there, I guess, that's not required for single player. Interesting. Allows a heavy tug to push other ships. With the addition of an afterburn system, a heavy tug is capable of moving even large capital ships around. A ramming frigate is especially effective against missile ships by moving them too far from the main battle to properly use their missile or repulsive systems. Yeah, the missile destroyer that we ended up fighting, mission 6 or 7 was mission 8. We knocked it out of the combat by using our ramming frigates. Repair systems, upgrade for workers and processors, allows ship to repair other ships. Each worker's phase disassembler array, which reduces materials to their component elements, can be made to project stored materials. Used properly and with a little skill, workers and processors can project matter to repair critical faults and stresses in a ship hull. Sounds like it should actually be using resources, but it doesn't do so. Then again, you are consuming SUs to have workers just sit there and repair, but it's still really useful, I think. Salvaging ability. Upgrade for workers. Leads to crystal processing technology. Allows ship to salvage enemy ships. Commandeering enemy ships is often preferable to destroying them. However, the ship-to-ship transfer of a strike team is often hazardous under the best of circumstances. Standard procedure is to externally seize control of a target ship and haul it back to a command ship. Infection organism. Required to understand what has happened to the Cleason and its escort wing. We have lost all contact with these ships and must assume that they've been destroyed. Further analysis of all data is needed to confirm. Yep, this is when we first discovered it's actually this beast organism. Advanced engineering module. Required for the construction of hive frigates, sentinels, and leeches. Standard drive for microclass ships. Once research is completed, new hive frigates can be constructed with a swarming control system, 6 swarmers, and a small maintenance crew to repair damaged swarmers or build new ones in the field. Phase telemetry. Required to construct leeches. Allows for encrypted control of leeches. Leeches are not only able to avoid detection with their suppressed and shielded electronics, leeches are unmanned, but also through a unique remote control system that allows Fleet Command to send instructions via burst tachyon transmissions. Without these, a leech would be at the mercy of even simple proximity networks. In other words, they'd be taken over by enemies. How about that? Advanced sensors. Upgrade for recons and sentinels. Oh, sentinels have sensors on them. Allow ships to detect mimics, cloaked ships, and leeches. By applying this technology to recons and sentinels, each ship will enjoy an increase in their sensor range, as well as enable them to detect suppressed system ships, mimicking cloaking and leeches. How about that? Ah. I didn't realize that sentinels can also count as recons in that way. I guess their actual radar range is less than the recons, though, given their more combat-oriented role. Repair bots. Upgrade for frigates, destroyer-class ships, and the command ship. Allows them to repair themselves. When upgraded, vessels carry an onboard complement of autonomous repair units. These units use an expert system similar to a leech. These repair units are essential if a unit is going to operate a significant distance from the command ship or repair-capable worker. From what I can tell so far, this is also much slower than the worker's repair, but it is automatic and doesn't require any supply units to support. Crystal processing. Upgrade for workers. Allows workers to haul delicate crystal formations for processing. Asteroids with a delicate crystal lattice structure are highly unstable, but incredibly rich in resources. A standard worker pod is incapable of harvesting a crystal. However, with proper upgrading, a worker can haul the fragile structures to a command ship for processing. We've got the advanced ion cannon. Required for construction of multi-beam frigates, destroyers, and dreadnoughts. Okay, yep, so we're gonna get a dreadnought eventually. I guess that's our heavy cruiser. Unlike mass drivers or energy cannons, ion cannons fire a stronger constant beam of energy, although duration of fire time is limited due to the heat issues. Ion cannons make up for it with the high damage inflicted during fire time. Missile launchers. Required for the construction of dreadnoughts and destroyers. Missiles are a long-range weapon. Despite being an old weapon design, missiles have enough speed and maneuverability to be a serious threat. Missile systems have proven to be a flexible weapon platform with varying uses. Missiles are effective at both softening up armored capital ships and tearing up smaller strike craft attack wings. Siege cannon weapon. Upgrade for the command ship. Required to fire siege cannon. Allows command ship to use siege cannon. If successfully researched, this Class 2 off-planet siege cannon can be affixed to the ship and fed power directly from the engines through a custom venting system through the upper back spine. While an excellent long-range weapon, a siege cannon is a friendly fire risk to all fleet ships within the blast radius. And our energy cannon. Required for the construction of dreadnoughts. Upgrade for the fleet ships armed with mass driver cannons. Oh, okay, gotcha. So this replaces, basically this is saying that our ACVs and every single ship which was using mass drivers, bullets, effectively, are now being upgraded to energy. Replaces projectile weapons with energy cannons. Derived from research to improve firing speed of plasma bomb launcher. Energy cannons draw high energy plasma from a ship drive into a small containment sphere. These containment spheres are reinforced to withstand the fast cycling firing system. EMP weapon, upgrade for Acolyte composite vehicles. EMPs temporarily disable enemy ships. Using the combined power plants of 2 Acolytes in ACV mode, An electromagnetic pulse can be built and discharged, disabling unprotected ships by triggering in tandem. A group of ACVs can affect even large capital ships, though not for very long. As an offensive weapon, EMP is best used by experienced pilots flying energy cannon upgraded ACVs. And finally, our quantum explosive charge. Upgrade for Mimic composite vehicles, increases damage caused by kamikaze attacks. While seemingly a cold decision, Mimics can be outfitted with a quantum explosive payload to ensure maximum damage from a suicide attack. While we regret the loss of our Kith brothers, ensuring that their deaths aren't in vain is of the utmost importance to Fleet Command and the Somtaaw SA. Interesting. I don't think I'm ever going to build a Mimic just to blow it up. Unless the damage it did was going to be significant. But it's not my playstyle because it requires too much pausing for me to do it. So you'll never see me probably, unless the game requires me to do that later on, you won't actually see me do so. Alright, let's go ahead now and look at the ships that we were building. So here we go. So the Recon. The Seeker-class Recon fighter is the fastest ship in the fleet and has the largest scanning range. It should be used to keep an eye on enemy ships from a distance or investigate anomalies. Acolyte. The Acolyte-class fighter should be used in large squadrons to hunt down enemy workers or fighters. It packs only 2 missiles, and it must return to a carrier or the command ship to reload. The Mimic is an infiltration kamikaze unit. Mimic outside the visual range of the enemy and move in while their attention is elsewhere. ACVs function more as very heavy fighters than true corvettes. Move into position fast as acolytes, combine to ACVs, and disable the enemy with EMP blasts. And you see me actually using EMP more and more regularly. MCVs kamikaze for 2 times the damage of Mimics, and can look like friendly frigates, giving the enemy false information. Ramming frigate. The Minion-class heavy tug can be used in combat as a ramming frigate. When it hits an enemy ship, it will grapple on and begin pushing the enemy away. You can use minions to push crystals as well. Minions? I wonder if that's what the whatchamacallit, the name of them are for when you're playing the Beast in multiplayer. Multi-beam frigates are best used against enemy strike craft. They can move in formation, but during combat will often move independently in order to best bring all guns to bear. Hive frigate. The Hive-class drone frigate is best used against capital ships or fighter swarms. Avoid launching drones against multi-beam frigates or multi-gun corvettes. Yeah, they'll get slaughtered. The Deacon-class destroyer should lead any Somtaaw assault on the Beast. It cannot be damaged over by infection. It cannot be taken over by infection, only damaged. The Carrier. Make excellent resource bases with their worker pads and the ability to process crystals. Only damaged, not converted, by infection attacks. What's their damage, by the way? This guy I'm gonna forget. 4,200 firepower with 80% coverage. So we get the process. Let's look at the processor right now. Oh, same coverage. Not quite as much firepower, though. Alright, anyway, let's go. Leech. The Leech is a microship designed to clamp onto enemy ships and damage them or steal resources. Unless your enemies have advanced sensors, your leeches will not show up on their sensor managers. Sentinel. It requires 12 sentinels to completely shield another ship. The shielding sections will overload and collapse if they take too much damage. Workers. The Worker is a multitask vessel. At least 3 should be maintained in a fleet at any given time. Enemy ships cannot be salvaged until they have taken more than half damage. Oh, okay, I never read that. That's good to know. Alright then. Processors best used to speed up resource gathering far away from the command ship. Carries 4 auto repair pads, PDAs, that will repair any friendly ships that pull alongside. And then we have our modules. I guess we'll read them too. The support module will house the crew and flight control equipment that allows Fleet Command to manage a larger fleet. The hangar module is a military-grade construction facility for the internal production of strike craft and frigate-class vessels. An external PDA system is incorporated to the lower module surfaces in order to externally construct super capital ship hulls. Advanced engine and design work is done here as well. This module is designed for conducting materials and processing experiments. This is the engineering module. that will eventually lead to new technologies to improve our fleet capabilities. It houses huge computer labs as well as prototype manufacturing systems. The Advanced Engineering Module is for technologies beyond the scope of normal engineering doctrine. Here, esoteric experiments in design control and materials science are performed on the cutting edge of current technology. The Armor Research and Design Module is for improving the survivability of all fleet vessels. Testing of new materials is performed here, and there is an advanced field lab on Deck 12 for experimenting with coherent EM fields. It looks like all your armor and force field upgrades are researched there. The Weapons Module has been designed for the development of advanced weapon systems that will aid Kith Somtaaw in its military affairs. Facilities are also available in this module for back engineering captured weapon systems. And the Siege Cannon. The Siege Cannon was originally intended to bring down and destroy the armor of asteroid bases through the use of imploding fusion sphere. Of an imploding fusion sphere. It will help if I actually use my conjunctions and what have you, Tim. That is even conjunction. Somtaaw engineers have found a way to detonate the sphere on target to form a shockwave of incredible power. The plasma sphere is still somewhat unstable and is subject to a loss of power and accuracy at long ranges. Alright everyone, that's all the research and ships we got at the moment. If we ever get some new ones, I'll try to remember to read them if I'm able to during the mission. Thank you guys for watching this. Hope you guys liked the battle. Hopefully I won the battle. And I will see you guys in the next one. Take care everyone.